in.
A fired-up Akram was clearly disappointed not to win an LBW appeal against Vas.
Waka, correction, Wasim thought he had him out. I thought he got outside.
Oh, that's hit the helmet.
The tension increases as the game and series are in the balance.
And it's taken off. I'm sure you can hear what Mirdad is saying. And he's telling Fred Goodall that Headley was bowling bounces to Akram.
A warning, right? Why warning? I just want to know why warning. Because there is nothing in the room. You're not allowed to bowl.
Yes, there is. I can take him off eventually if he continues to do it. By God, we will.
Okay, then we'll go. Right? Then it's up to you. What you want to do, then you will see my decision.
Well, I just wonder whether the umpire Palmer's having a word with Aqib Javed. He's indicated that there's too much short stuff in there, and the relative skills of the batsmen have to be taken into account. And this is not a pleasant ending to the day's play.
Well, certainly it's senseless at this stage of the game, but at the same time I feel that that particular delivery wasn't short enough.
No ball called, so the over is taking some while. Now umpire Palmer and umpire Shepherd are exchanging words.
I think that has been a warning given to given by Palmer to Aqib Javed.
And again, short of a length, but nothing exceptional in that to umpire Palmer. It's the end of well, an over that was full of incident. Some of it not too pretty. Well, this is an unfortunate incident, and one that undoubtedly will bring in the international referee, which is Conrad Hunt. But the end of play will not necessarily mean the end of the day for these players after what we saw.
And did Bowley with a slower ball. What could be more fitting?
So the Black Caps now, they're a boundary of winning this match. Well, I think the debate and what's going on out there is how many men. There's a fielding restriction issue. So were there more than 5 out of the circle, I'd imagine? So that would be 6. They're obviously thinking 5 is the maximum. So if there's a 6th man that's outside the circle, then
it's just a case, it's a mistake on behalf of the umpires. That's all it can go down to. They've missed something there. It's too late now. Billy's going to change his call by the looks of it, laying down the law. Ponting not happy. So it'll be a gutsy call by Bowden, but if he makes it, he's right.
Well, I suppose the question is...
I tell you what, they're not happy. There's an argument going on out there. Oh, and he would have been run out. He would have been run out. I think what's happened here is that Simons had said to Waka, you better pull your head in, mate, because we can't have too many of these beamers. We had one. There we go again. That is an absolute vicious beamer right at his head. Apology, and straight away wants to end up in the debate there with Simons. Simons right there.
The kick away, that's close. That time he's got in, playing back. The Indian captain not happy, saying that he may have hit that. what's going on? He's saying, please, please, what a tour. Gavaskar suggesting that he got a thick edge onto that delivery. The man who's walked so often this series, very annoyed with that decision.
Yeah, it's an annoyed man, and he's still not prepared to leave the ground.
Here's a first. India's Sunil Gavaskar, who was on strike, now wants to go on strike.
And he is telling Chauhan to stay there and sending Vensarkar out. So that's a good move there on behalf of the manager of the Indian side. And it's a very upset Gavaskar who leaves the ground.
Discussion there, the umpire signalling dead ball.
The cue for an equally unnecessary and undisciplined loss of temper by Gatting, which may yet lead to his punishment, though he must have had good reason to get as angry as he did. Shakur Rana, who provoked another Test captain, Jeremy Coney of New Zealand, into leading his team off the field 2 years ago in Karachi, wasn't going to oblige the England team today by walking out to join them. It was a time for attempted managerial diplomacy.
A good crowd have turned up, a lot of atmosphere in the ground, plenty of Sri Lankans. And no ball called from square leg. No ball called from square leg. Now, what's all this about? Let's just hang on and have a look at this. This is very interesting. No ball called. And he's passed, he's signaled towards his arm. Now, let's think about this. Now, what is going to happen here? So it's all happened again. He's done it again. Now, what he wants to, I think he might take him off here, because I think the law or the playing condition says that if he bowls two, if he calls him twice, he then has to take him out of the attack. So it's happened, and Arjuna is right in there. Now, what he's saying, I think, let's just see if we can pick up, right? He's called him for no balling, and it's the square leg umpire who's called him. What is this about?
Well, if I were Arjuna, I'd be telling him, if he's thrown it wide and you call it the over four, you're a club cricketer, you have no experience in this matter. The officials who made the decision, all bar two of them, are experienced international players, and here we have a man who is standing there and telling us that the ICC throwing committee don't know what they're talking about, but he does.
Now, what I'm trying to work out here, we'll come back to whether this is right or wrong in a moment. What I'm trying to work out is what the plan is. Sri Lanka would have thought about this. My guess is that what he's saying is that he'll now bowl, he'll continue to bowl, but he's going to bowl leg spinners. Now, that's what they did last time. He'll bowl leg spinners from that end. Or can he, or perhaps is he thinking, I want to take him off right now?
I think he's telling that umpire, I think, to get his head into gear. Because I'm sorry, I think this is pathetic. Talk about the whinging Poms, not the whinging Aussies. This is just totally out of order. It's not necessary. If this is to be discussed at some stage, in the middle of a tournament, it's not. This young man in your picture here has got over 200 Test wickets. There's been debate about it. He's been cleared. I'm sorry, umpire, you're out of order.
Yes, there's plenty of umpires around the world that, well, they're not happy. This guy's an absolute hero. I think they're not going to go off the ground, are they? They're going to concede the match. And McQuillan is taking his time. I think the Sri Lankans have had enough. They've conceded the match. Well, I've got to say that I've got just a little bit of sympathy with the Sri Lankans here. They've absolutely had enough. And McQuillan has called no ball. Sorry, Emerson has called no ball from square leg.
Of leather on willow. Unless, of course, you're Dennis Lilly.
Dug out by Dennis Lilly with his aluminium bat, which he's using today. Used the wood one yesterday, but has come out today now with that new aluminium bat of his. Well, it certainly drove that one pretty well. And a long chase here for David Gower. Well, a bit of confrontation here between the umpires, Dennis Lilly and Mike Burley.
Watch here as Australia's man of steel gets told to keep it real.
Is that the aluminium bat has damaged the ball in some way.
Lilly has violently thrown that bat away.
Lilly had obviously been keeping all those empty tin cans for a reason.